We here at Bobchat like to think we help shape our nation's youth, but unless you want your children to grow up like us, we suggest only listening with other inebriated adults.
I'm willing to do anything for Bobchat Podcast.
Bob!
Bob! Bob!
Bob!
Bobby!
Bob!
It's Bobchat Baby.
And we're just sitting here cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
10 years from now, you'll put on a jacket and find a mask in the pocket, and you'll think, oh man, what a weird year that was, as you'll chuckle to yourself. Then you'll pick up your machete and continue across a wasteland, keeping to the shadows to avoid the roving gangs of cannibal raiders. Okay, welcome to Bobchat.
Yeah, I don't know about laughter, more like PTSD will intensify significantly.
You remember when things were normal? My name is Bino Barbarino. I am your host. This is Bobchat, and we have a very special guest here today, a good friend of mine for a long time. He's made his way back to the homeland, the promised land of Ontario. From BC, our good friend Kyle is here today.
Hello, it's nice to be here, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Are you excited?
I'm actually excited. I wanted to do one of these for a while, and
Yeah.
I never wanted to ask, so.
Yeah, well, congratulations. You're on the worst podcast that's ever existed on the internet. How do you feel?
It's the crowning achievement of my adult life.
It's going to bring you so much street cred. Like, literally, we're going to press the stop button on this, and then all of a sudden Joe Rogan's going to call you and be like, hey, I heard you were on Bobchat. What are you doing next week?
That's how I thought it was going to go. Before we get any further, though, I need to give a shout out. I promised to do this.
To your moms?
To my moms. Hello, Mom. Thank you for having sex with Dad so I could be here today.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure she appreciates that sentiment. That was very nice.
Yes.
Hopefully one day my sons will say the same thing to me.
Have the kind words to share.
Yes, Kyle's actually himself a father as well.
Yep.
And of Aiden, who's he's like 10 now, man. It's crazy because I remember when he was born. It was unreal.
Yeah, 11 actually. He's 11, and yeah.
11, what?
He's closer to the age when we met than we are now.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me how long it's been since I was in high school, Kyle. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So yeah, Kyle's living on BC. How long have you lived on BC now?
It'll be 6 years in November, my friend.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And is Ontario just worse every time you come back?
Yeah, it has a tendency to degenerate in some respects, yeah.
Yeah, its problems is a shithole. Thank God there's good people in it.
Yeah, it's the people that make it. It's definitely the people that make it. The quality of my life has definitely gone up the further west I went.
Yeah, the further away I get from Ontario, the better my life seems to get. No, it's good, man. Yeah, we used to do a lot of crazy stuff when we were younger.
We did.
We used to do Urbex, which if people don't know what that is, it's urban exploration. At the time we were Urbexing, like I would say we were out of school. We were probably like in our 20s. Honestly, but you know what? For argument's sake, we're gonna say we were minors. If any law enforcement officials are listening, we were minors.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to basically Urbexing is like exploring abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
And we did a lot. We went on a run there for a while.
We do.
We went to a certain farm, which we're not going to talk about because we try not to incriminate ourselves here at Bobchat.
I can't even remember that farm anymore.
I've been drinking Hey Yalls for 6 years. Shout out to Hey Yall.
Shout out to Hey Yall, Ontario. You need to get these in your liquor stores.
But yeah, we did a farm one time. We did an old retirement home.
Yeah. The Mental Asylum.
Yeah, that was the first place we ever went. And Kyle went there like 3 times in a week, and he was like convinced that like he brought home like an angry spirit. So like just like so this mental asylum in this town where we live in London, Ontario, it was operational from like the late
1870.
like from 1870 up until the 1970s.
Yeah, something like that.
And I think it's over like 400 people have died in that facility, and it was like one of those old timey mental hospitals where it was like, you know, they would electroshock therapy and do lobotomies.
Yeah. The guy that actually ran that place, he believed that women's mental ailments came from their reproductive systems.
Oh my God.
So he would do a lot of weird surgery. So there's bad juju in that place.
They used to do cold shock therapy in bathtubs. So they put you in a tub, and they would put like this wooden plank over top of the tub and like strap it down. Only your head was sticking out.
Yeah.
And they would like flush you with like hot or cold water.
Yeah, you were forced to stay in.
We trespass there, whatever. It's, you know.
No, my lawyer says we can't say that.
But we went in there, and it was like, yeah, we had to climb into the basement. So you start off in the basement of this building, and there was like old turn-of-the-century tubs in the fucking basement of the building.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, like, you know, and like some of the cells were so tiny, but it was like, yeah, like some bad juju. So he went there like twice with some other people, and then we went together, and then, yeah, some like crazy things were happening at your house, right?
Yeah, you know what? I should preface this by
Give us some context.
I am not the kind of person that really like believes in that kind of shit.
Yes.
And I don't know if I just mess with my own head, but I swear to God, man, I had to get my mom to come in and smudge my fucking house.
Yeah, I called a shaman.
Yeah. I needed some healing energy.
Like what? Like lights were turning on? Like just weird shit.
I don't know. You know what? I feel kind of silly talking about it because some people are going to be listening to this and be like, this guy's fucking crazy. Put the pipe down.
Put the pipe. Yeah, but just for context, Kyle is not. He is not a believer in hoodoo and voodoo and juju.
Yeah, I don't know. I was waking up in the middle of the night and I just felt like some shit was watching me, man. And it was it wasn't a happy feeling, you know.
Yeah, and all this started like afterwards. Like I went and like I mean I didn't. Nothing really happened to me afterwards, but I feel like you just attracted all that demonic energy to you.
You know what it was? I think like I went there the first time, and it is not a welcoming vibe. If you've been in that place, you've been in that.
No, it is like over 150-year-old abandoned mental asylum where hundreds and hundreds of people were tortured and killed.
Yeah. So it's not like a place of recreation. And
there's a soccer field about 100 yards. But I mean, but no, it is not somewhere you want to go. But we were on the Urbex tip. We're like, and I was like, that was like the pinnacle of it for us.
So like after the first time I went, I was like, I'm never coming back here again. Fuck this place. And I would tell people the stories, and everybody wanted to see it for themselves. And I was just like, all right, fine, fuck it. I'll take you.
How the fuck did I just automatically set up like a tourism of the haunted? Like, I'm the guy now. People are like, oh, that's the guy. He'll show you where to go.
And that's what it became, man. Like, I would be like on a date with a girl or something like that, and I'd tell her the story, and she'd be like, I want to go.
I'm not fucking you in there. I swear to God. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my God.
I'm not pulling my dick out in the asylum.
Oh my God. But it was it's crazy in there though, man. Like it's been abandoned for like, at that time it had been abandoned for like 40 years, right? So it's the floors are falling apart but it's like 3 stories and it's just so much bad juju. But it was cool, but it's like I would never go back. And
no. Especially now, dude, like we got respiratory illnesses, if anybody's not aware, in society right now, and the respiratory conditions in
I was gonna
say,
are
quite poor.
We're probably I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, we're probably immune to COVID because like we were in there with like not even wet bandanas, just dry bandanas over our mouths, and it was like there was some serious black mold and asbestos going on in that motherfucker.
We should get involved in a study to see if COVID can penetrate mold spores, because they're probably in there somewhere.
Yes, doctor, science, bitch.
Yes,
we're urbexing for science.
Exactly.
And then we actually did experience some, and again, you know, I don't know what I believe in. Like, let's be honest, I believe if I can see it, I can touch it, whatever. But there was something that we experienced that like there may be an explanation for, but I think it was paranormal activity.
It could quite possibly be, but I think like right away when you know the history of a place like that, you're kind of going in. Guards down.
But I'm talking about when we did South Street Hospital.
Okay, yeah, this was an interesting one.
So, and we can tell this story because, you know, no charges were pressed. We were free to go.
Spoiler alert: the cops were called.
Just when you thought we couldn't get more fucked up. So basically, there was this hospital in our hometown as well too, and it was called South Street Hospital, and it was ranked as one of the 10 most haunted places in Ontario.
Yeah.
And but they were tearing it down. So this has been like a hospital for, you know. Let me look it up.
Are we on a Bobchat pause?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, looking up information.
No message from our sponsors. Hey, y'all.
Okay, so it says on the current. Okay, so after 131 years of patient care, it was demolished in 2015. So we must have gone in.
It would have been right about then because I left.
It was right when they were tearing it down.
Yeah, because I left for BC in 2015.
So basically, it was 138 years old as of 2015. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, again, it would be late 1800s this hospital was built.
Yeah.
But it was ranked as one of the top 10 most haunted buildings in Ontario. So we said, okay, well, they're tearing it down. We got to go. And it was funny. You could tell we were kids. Like, you go up, there's all this big fences. It's like CCTV, close. They're watching you. And we're still doing like some like spy shit. We're like rolling into bushes and like, okay, it's clear. Go, 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 go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we hop the fence, right? Like you said, the sign. The signs are more. They're more a suggestion.
It's a suggestion that you are potentially being watched.
Yeah, and nowadays you're always
for your safety.
yes, for my safety. I just want to be haunted and scared for the rest of my life. Is that okay?
Yeah.
But so we get in there, and at this point, like this place has been gutted, right? Like we go up to the first floor, just open gutted area. We go up to the second floor, open gutted area. Third floor, open gutted area. And then as we're on the third floor, like we hear we're starting hearing these noises.
We're on the burn unit.
We're in this point. We're in the burn unit at this point. It's like MRI machines kicking on. Or like, bing.
Yeah, it was.
Bing.
It was quite strange.
It was weird. And it sounded like it was coming directly from above us.
Yeah.
So we went up to the next floor, and guess what? It's totally gutted. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
And we were like.
This is like 3 a.m, by the way. It's fucking.
yeah. If you're gonna break in somewhere,
no one has any business making noises at that time.
Yes. Yeah. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Quit making spooky noises.
I'm fucking tired, god damn it. But yeah, so then we were like, okay, fuck this, let's get out of here. Mm-hmm. And then we left the hospital and we're running, and we like cut through this yard, and you just see like boom, 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 all the cruisers just zipping by. Yeah. Oh, there's the K9 unit.
Yeah.
And we're running, and we like deked them. So like we were running through the yard, going around a corner. They went past us. They must have seen us, and they came back. All of a sudden, you start hearing the dogs barking.
Oh yeah.
Like, fetch me his soul.
Yeah. And they were too. They were looking at you like a piece of meat.
Oh, dude, yeah.
They were ready to kill.
So they're like, if you don't stop, we're gonna let the dogs go. And like at that point,
that was it for me.
Yeah, you're like, I can't outrun a fucking German Shepherd, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So get us on the curb. And we're sitting there, and they're like, yeah, we're charging you guys with trespassing and breaking and entering and possession of breaking and enter tools.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, yeah, people have been going in the hospital to strip, copper pipe or whatever. Fucking crackheads. I'm like, do we look like crackheads? And they're like, okay, hold on. They sat us there for like 20 minutes, and they come back. They're like, yeah, we got you guys on the CCTV carrying in a big duffel bag. Yeah. What was in the duffel bag, guys? Full of tools.
And I've always been the kind of guy that, I'll call the bluff. I'll be like, well, if you got the camera, like, that's good.
Yeah,
perfect.
You should be able to just arrest us then.
Yeah, perfect. You got all you need, buddy.
And then we denied it, and then like 20 minutes later, it went from, we had a duffel bag to, now we were carrying grocery bags. We were carrying grocery bags.
Which I don't even think we were we?
No, we had nothing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we had bandanas and like flashlights, and they're like, "What's up with the bandanas?" And well, you had a blue one, I had a red one. I'm like,
gangster rap made me do it, sir.
Bloods and Crips just working together to get some copper pipe. Times are tough, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard out here for a pimp.
But then eventually we're like, yeah, listen, we went in there. We didn't have any fucking tools. Like, and we explained to them, we're like, listen, we Urbex. They're like, what the fuck is that?
You guys are fucking scumbags.
Yeah, and then we explained the Urbex. We're like, oh, this is one of the most haunted places. And we started telling them about that. We had a quote unquote paranormal, which is like, just take your ticket and go home.
Here's your fine. Don't fucking do it again.
What were you doing out here? We're at our friend's house. Where does he live? Oh, just down the road.
Yeah, no doubt. They were turning up the heat for sure.
They were. And
they were pissed off.
And then the whole time, like they had 2 German Shepherds just sitting there, like snarling at, like.
Oh yeah, they were barking the whole time.
6 feet away from us.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I'm like, we're sitting on the curb. I'm like, please don't let your dog eat my face.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what? That actually reminds me of a time. Speaking of cops. I don't know if you.
I got another cop thing after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me. Yeah,
There's so many cop stories.
No, go ahead. Yeah, with you there is, anyways. Yeah. Tell your mom just to listen to the first 2 minutes.
Mom, do not listen to these parts, please. I'm a good boy.
Turn it off. Oh, she knows you're not. It's fine.
I don't know if you ever heard the story of when I got the place on St. Patrick Street and the cops came.
I don't know. Is that the place that you live with Dewberry?
Yeah.
Is that the place? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know the house. I've been there, but
Yeah.
I probably know the story, but I don't remember. And
Well, let's
let's
unpack it.
yeah, yeah. Unpack. We're moving in, baby.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Okay, so I just got this place, right? And I was excited about it. It was like our first standalone place.
Yeah.
And
Finally, freedom.
yes, exactly.
You can smoke weed wherever.
And Josh's elderly grandmother had just lived there for tens of decades kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
So it was the middle of the night, and I was with a couple of our friends, and I was just excited to show this place, and everybody wanted to see it. So we're like, yeah, let's go in, let's check it out. And
So this is before you moved in.
this was like the night we took possession and got the keys. We were supposed to move in the next morning.
I remember this story, but keep going.
Yes. So we were so eager to show off the place. And we're like, hey, yeah, let's go fucking check it out. We're like we're wandering around. Yeah, this is cool. And then all of a sudden you hear like the cop sirens, right? And they're intensifying and they're getting louder and
Closer.
louder. Yeah. And then it's like, oh shit, they're calling in the cavalry. Like, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden out the translucent blinds, you start seeing the red and blue flashing. And we're like, oh, goddamn, like, whatever's going on is, like, close. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the police surround the house, and they're like, get out of here. Get on your fucking knees. We're like, oh, shit, it's for us. Yeah. So we leave. We're on our knees, and they're looking at us. They're like, you fucking pieces of shit. You guys are scumbags. And I'm like, this is a misunderstanding. Like, we just got this place. And he's like, shut the fuck up. You're going to jail. They took her chairs. No, but they're like, they were not having it. I sat in the back of a cruiser for quite some time. There's actually a photo of me in the back of the cruiser.
I think, yeah. It's on the internet. It's out there.
It's out there.
So they thought you were breaking into this house, but you literally were moving in.
Yes. Yeah, we were moving in. And
did you try to explain that to them? They're like, shut up, maggot.
We explained it to them, and they did not give a shit. They were like, we got a B&E bust. Fuck yeah, good job, boys. You know what I mean?
Making our quota this month, baby.
And then
the
after
sergeant's going to be so happy.
the sergeant came after some time of verifying stories, and he like opened up the back door, took off the cuffs. He's like, you're free to go. And you can see all the other cops like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, we just got a bust, but
like, so what, did they have to like contact somebody and say, hey, yeah, like,
yeah, they contacted the people responsible for the property. We had the, you know,
and you said, they basically said, yeah, they're taking possession.
They said this is legit. And
Nah.
you guys fucked up.
Yeah, but again, what time was it? If it was 3 a.m, I can understand.
It was 3 a.m.
Of course it was.
That's what time we operated at back then.
Yeah. Oh, are you awake yet? Oh, it's 2:30. I'll start getting ready. Hold on.
So there was this woman that lived down the street, and she was the woman that called the cops. And we kind of gave each other the glare for a while, and then finally gave the wave. And she walked over one day. She's like, "I'm so sorry. I was the one that called the cops." It's like, it's okay.
I thought somebody was there to hurt Dolores.
No doubt they thought this ragtag group of teenagers was coming in to burglarize this poor old woman.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she has a lot of trinkets, but that's not nothing of value.
Yeah, no doubt. I already tried to sell them.
yeah. We've had a yard sale every weekend for a year. Nobody wants this shit.
Nobody wants this shit.
So, do you know what geocaching is?
I've actually done some of it myself. Yeah.
So if listeners don't know what geocaching is, basically you download an app on your phone, and it acts as like a GPS. So like people will take like a film canister or like an empty peanut butter jar or whatever, and they'll put them up in a tree or they'll bury them under a rock, and they hide these little containers all over the place, and inside each container is a logbook and sometimes trinkets or whatever. And basically the idea is use this app, and you follow it like a compass on your phone, and you locate where it is. So it doesn't give you the exact location, but it'll say okay, there's one, within a 6-foot radius of where I'm standing.
Yeah.
So it's really fun, right? So you're like, they're all over the place. There's like over a billion geocaches worldwide. Honestly, if you're looking to get out of the house and do something, and again, they're not sponsoring us for this shout out. Hey y'all, what up? But geocache for like the $15 it costs. It's super fun, especially in the summertime. Canada in wintertime, we've done it. It's not that great, but it's fun to check out. So It's me and Carrots. You know Carrots.
I know Carrots.
Carrots
is, a
is
good
our
man.
friend.
Shout out Carrots. How
Yeah.
you doing, buddy?
Carrots. And the funny thing about Carrots' nickname, just a quick little detour here, is that he is like 6 feet tall. He's a hefty lad, and he's got like orange hair. And you'd think, oh, well, that's why they call him Carrots. No. The story is that he, in high school, used to just literally bring like full-length carrots. Like you give to a horse and just having a snack. He's like,
I never knew that.
Eat my carrots. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's what Jonathan said. I always thought it was because of his hair, but no, he just really likes carrots.
Maybe he really cares about his eyes.
I was going to say, he doesn't wear glasses.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
Science. We're putting in the man hours of Bobchat to find out what you need to live your life.
Exactly.
But yeah, so me and Carrots were one time. So we were driving. We were going somewhere. I think we were going to Ashton, our friend Ashton's house, and it was in Pond Mills, which is kind of like the east end of our town, which is kind of like the shady area, right? And I was like, oh, like pull into this mini mart because there's one like behind the mini mart. So we pulled in, parked the car, and we walked in behind the mini mart, and a cop must have saw us. So we're back there, and all of a sudden, fucking whoop whoop, cop pulls up, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, he's like, are you guys doing a drug deal? Asking us all this question. I'm like, sir. I'm like, we're doing a geocache. And he's like, really? And I show him my phone. He's like, oh my God, I love geocache. Where is He's like, where is it? And I was like, it's supposed to be right in here. And then he starts shining the fucking spotlight for us, trying to help us find it. And I was like, there's my tax dollars hard at work.
No doubt.
Yeah, but then we didn't find it. And like I had a bunch of money on me for like an unrelated reason. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to find it later.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bob's lawyer says he cannot disclose the reason.
Yeah. Hi, Dad. Fuck, what'd you do now?
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Now, anytime I'm in a bit of a pickle, I'm just going to use the geocaching excuse.
Yeah, seriously, just have it on your phone, and if they're ever like, "What are you doing here?" Be like, "Oh, I'm looking for a geocache."
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Do you need tips to help keep your ass out of jail? Call 1-800-BOBCHAT. We've got you. We'll take care of you.
We got you, baby. You know what? On the topic of Carrots, kind of got a funny story about Carrots.
Oh, tell us. We'll have to make sure he listens.
I'm sure you've heard about the Popeyes story in Toronto. No.
I believe I have, but enlighten us. Fill us in.
Okay, so we were at like a doubleheader concert in Toronto. Right.
Was I there? Was I there? No.
I don't think you were there.
Was it a Holly Springs concert?
It was the 2 nights of Holly Springs.
I wasn't
disaster.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a little context for everybody.
So we had just got shit faced. We had partied hard all night at this concert hall, and we got back. And you're tired after rallying like that. You know what I mean? And the suggestion was made.
Sweating like crazy.
Yeah, just giving her. And the suggestion was made that we would get Popeyes fried chicken. And me and Carrots were to go and get the chicken. And somewhere along the way, we got lost.
You had one job. Just get the fucking chicken and get back here.
Yeah. So me and Carrots had decided, you know what? What could one drink hurt before we get the Popeyes? So we hit a bar, got a couple drinks into us, and we're like...
Hit a bar and got a couple drinks.
Yeah, we went to a bar, and then after those couple drinks, we're like, let's go to the Rippers. Let's find a titty bar. So yeah,
I'm sure that was all Carrot's idea.
I can't recall. I want to think I wasn't the only one responsible for this. Carrots, stick up for me, buddy, next time you're on the show.
Yeah, Carrots is like, calls in. He's like, that was not my idea. That was a good time.
That was definitely Kyle. So anyways, we get to this titty bar, and we're pretty tuned by this point. You know, we want to have a good night. They were like, we were like 20 at the time, and they're like, yeah, it's 21 and over. So I'm like greasing the bouncers. I was like, here's some money for both of you. They're like, all right, go in.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want VIP. So we had to grease another bouncer, and we get up to VIP, and then it's full of like full patched Hell's Angels members. Me and Carrots look at each other. Okay, this could go one of two ways.
We could either get killed or make some really great friends.
Yeah, so I won't delve into it too deep, but long story short, me and Carrots had some drinks with some members of Canada's Finest, and
never got the chicken?
We never got the chicken. And that still to this day at times is brought up by some of my friends in resentment.
Yeah, dude, I waited hours for my shrimp. I wanted shrimp, dude.
Yeah, no, but you know what?
I asked for an extra biscuit, you dick.
How many people can say they had drinks with a bunch of HA members at the strip club?
Instead of getting Popeye chicken for their drunk friends? Yeah. I mean, you got to pick your battles.
You got to pick your battles. It's a life experience. And you know what? I know that Carrots is listening to this, smiling fondly.
Yes, Carrots, we miss you. Shout out.
Shout out, Carrots.
That's a good story, man. Fucking, where was it that we were in Etobicoke, was it not? When we also did another Urbexing thing?
Can we, like, start this story off a little bit further back?
Yeah, bring us into it. I knew you were going to say that. Bring us into it. Tell us what happened.
Okay. So, if anybody knows me, I'm a bit of a shithead.
Yeah, Kyle will literally fuck with you. That brings him the most enjoyment in his life.
I take pleasure at having fun at other people's expense from time to time.
Which isn't terrible.
It's all in love, I promise. Some people don't see it that way, though.
Yeah, I might have been a little upset, but we got over it. We had a good time.
But anyways, I had this like little water pistol, and it's like this little piss stream, like whatever dollar store water pistol. And I'm just being a piece of shit. I'm just squirting.
Well, we were going. So basically, like it was Ever After. Or no, it was a free festival, Sound of Music festival.
Something like that. No, Digital Dreams. I think they paid and we did not
Oh,
pay.
that was a different thing. Yes. Okay, so it was Digital Dreams.
Yeah.
So like our friend Jacob and Jacqueline and whoever else, they all had tickets, and Mitch, and they were like, well, do you guys want to come? You can't go to the concert, but you guys can come and just sleep on the floor of the hotel room again.
Yeah.
This is what we used to do. We didn't need our... Now I'm like, if I don't sleep in a bed, I am fucked the next day.
I was a poverty case back then. I was like, I can sleep on the floor? Is there carpet?
Yeah, dude, we had pizza like 3 a.m, and I woke up and had the worst heart. I was sleeping under a coffee table, and I had the worst heartburn. I could only lay one way, or I was gonna die. Yeah. But anyways, basically it was like a Friday, and like I was like done work. I'm just at home having a beer, and like I get a call from these guys, and they're like, "Yo, you're coming?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have a ticket." They're like, Kyle doesn't either. They're like, "Okay. All right, we'll pick you up in 15 minutes." And we just went there for the weekend. And then, we're in the car. And then, continue. Kyle's being a dick.
What else is new? Yeah, so I have this little water pistol, and I'm just being a dickhead, and I'm squirting Bob with it. And he let it go for a while, and finally he had had enough. He's like, Kyle, okay, that's fucking enough. And I gave him a couple after that. And then we were pulling in the parking lot of the hotel, and I give him one more. And he throws like a red Gatorade at me. He throws his red Gatorade at me. I'm wearing like khakis and shit. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, me and Bob just break out in a fist fight. We just arrived at this hotel. We're fist fighting in the parking lot.
Does somebody want to check in quick?
Short-lived. Shortly after this fight, it's all love. We're lighting each other a cigarette.
Yeah, and there's actually an infamous photo of us smoking a dart after that.
We should almost make that the photo for this episode.
Yeah, we could, or we could recreate it.
Yeah, maybe we could. That'd be a good one, yeah.
We'll do that after. We'll recreate it.
Okay.
Because you don't smoke, but you're not smoking in it. You're lighting one for me.
I'm willing to do anything for Bobchat Podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, sir.
All right, let's get those pants off, bud.
You want to be famous, don't you?
Amazing.
Should we tell like that Urbex that night? We had
let's talk about it because
we did something prior to that to enhance it. Should we delve into that or no?
So is that the place where the school was?
Yes.
Yeah. So what happened was, and I missed out because I didn't go back the second time, and it sounded crazy. So basically, we were not at the concert. Everybody else was, and we're just touring around, and we ended up finding an abandoned high school like 10 minutes away from our hotel. Yeah. And like this is like at our peak Urbexing. This is like months after the hospital.
Oh yeah, I had a half chub when we saw this thing.
I was like, dude, does that look abandoned? I was like, I see boards on the windows. Yeah. And we explored this whole thing, and it was just an abandoned high school, and it was like whatever. But then later that night, again, everybody gets back from the concert, and you're just like the tour guide. We start telling everybody about this abandoned high school. Everyone's like, we want to go. Yeah. So I think you and Carrots went, and then you ended tell them what you found though.
Okay, so it's definitely an abandoned place, but at the end we like see this crack of light through like kind of a, I don't even know, it was just like
a hidden door.
Kinda, yeah. It was just like a piece of a wall moved across a doorway pretty much, and we like slid along. And the lights were on, and there was like someone living in this fucking high school.
But they had like a couch, and there was like internet, and like
it was really something. That was about it for us. After that, we were like, you know what, we're kind of home invading at this point. Like we need to get out of here.
This was really cool until the creepy guy living in an abandoned high school kills us.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the vibes you were getting. It was just like, you know what, fun's over. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, it's like maybe he just bought the property and he's like waiting to resell it or something.
It could be, man. I don't even know. Like,
you gonna open another Hey Y'all? Get it right in there.
Yeah.
Get it right. Get the yeah. Hey Y'all.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, Kyle just keeps going on about these Hey Y'alls.
I want to plug these Hey Y'alls. You know, I just really want you guys to try all the flavors.
Yeah, he comes over here because he calls me and he's like, yeah, I'm just getting into London now. He's like, is there anything I can get? And it was my birthday last weekend, so we got pretty tuned. And like, I've been like no drinking for like 3 days, like trying to give my body a somewhat reasonable chance to recover.
Well, we're getting old now.
Yeah. He shows up. Do you have any Tums I can have? I was like, dude, I have like three containers by my bed.
Yes. I never leave anywhere. I got them in my car. I got them at work.
Yeah, Tums are my life.
Yes.
I love spicy food but it fucks me up now.
I like spicy food and drinking alcohol. You know?
Nobody ever told me that I was gonna need to take Tums to live a comfortable life. Like, what the fuck?
This is 29.
Yeah, pretty much. So he calls me. He's like, "Was there anything I can get?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, grab some beers or something." He's like, "Yeah, I could probably use a couple to loosen up." But look at you. I knew you were gonna be great. Everybody's nervous their first time, especially when you got your pants off and just you and me.
Yeah. Just like the old times.
So yeah, don't be afraid to laugh into the mic either. But yeah, so and then I was like, yeah, I get a couple of beers, and he shows up and he's like, yeah, I got these Hey Y'alls, and he hasn't shut up about them since I've seen them, and he's finally brought them over. He's like, yeah, here's the iced tea. It's like the worst flavor, but here you go.
And when I say the worst flavor, it's still pretty good.
It's so good.
Ontario is deprived of the full potential of what is possible.
Yeah, but we've got American Vintage, which is like these American ones. Yeah, get the Canadian stuff.
Well, yeah, it's from Vancouver, you know what I mean? And like out west where I live, it's kind of a staple. This is what people drink. This is what we recreate with.
Yeah, I wake up at double. How about double Hey Y'all and a cigarette? That's how I start my day.
Exactly, yeah. At work, they got a cooler, and it's just Hey Y'all in there, before you get your day started.
Yeah. And I don't think you should be fixing people's cars drunk. Yeah, Kyle's actually a Red Seal mechanic, which is a pretty big deal. It's exciting for you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, accomplished.
It took you a while to get there, because you had gone to Fanshawe and then dropped out, did you not?
So, yeah, well, without getting into it too much, I was actually doing pretty well, and then you know how it goes. You go through a breakup, and and so I just started working from there. I had a pretty good baseline of knowledge.
But hey, man, you got it now. You live a comfortable life. There's really not a lot you can ask for. And same with me. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's the thing. If you're happy, then who cares?
Yeah, you know what? Single parent, raised my kid, and I got lots of cool shit. So
you raised the shit out of that kid.
Raised the fuck out of that kid.
Yeah. Shout out to all the dads out there.
Yeah, I wish you would stop growing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, it happens fast, man. You know what I mean? You get so caught up, and sometimes you get caught up in a lot of different things. But yeah, no, they never stop growing while you're caught up.
Yeah. Now, quick, before you put your pants on, can you sign this non-disclosure agreement?
There's always the NDAs. I can never have a good time with it.
Yeah, I think about Dan Bilzerian. You know who that is?
I know who Dan Bilzerian is.
So it's like he always has 20 to like 30, hot model fitness chicks in bikinis around him all the time. Mm-hmm. And I saw these like clips he's posting, and like the one girl's like, I promised my boyfriend I wouldn't bang you, and he's like, well, it's fine. Tell your boyfriend I'm not gonna bang you then. But it's like, you got to think, it's like the guy's, he's probably, how much money you think this guy's putting out? He's like, here's 20, 30 chicks. I'm going to pay you guys all, 10 G's to hang out with me in a bikini for a weekend. He's going to bang some.
You know what? I think
they're probably all signing NDAs saying, his lawyer's there. They're like, by signing this, you're agreeing that you may participate in sexual activities with Mr. Bilzerian. And if you do, that you should know ahead of time that herpes is not treatable. And that's your responsibility.
You know what? If you're one of those girls' boyfriends, and she's like, I'm going to Dan Bilzerian's house, you're really grasping at straws by being, promise me you won't fuck him. Babe, look at me in the eye. Promise me you won't fuck that man. Okay? Yeah. She's gone, bro. She's gone. It's time to move on.
Yeah, she comes back. I thought you were only getting 10 G's. She comes back with like 100 G's. You're like, what happened?
What is that in your hair? Oh, God.
It's not hair gel? You know what I mean? It's like it's just crazy, man. Like obviously, like it's consensual if it happens, but it's like
Of course.
But it's like maybe that's why he does get the 20 or 30. He's like, all right, well, if I pay 20 or 30 chicks 10 G's, guarantee one of them will bang me.
Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to him. He had a podcast actually with Nelk Boys the other day. I don't know if you caught that. Yeah, there's some.
Fill us in.
Yeah, there's some pretty good tell-all. He was talking about like tensomes and like just all sorts of crazy shit and how he didn't have. Yeah, he's like, but I didn't have gas in the tank to fuck all of them. You know?
I don't. Very few of us do, Dan.
No doubt.
Yeah, like okay.
Hey, we're getting older now. It's understandable.
Yeah. Okay, give maybe 3 or 4. Give me like a 3-hour Gatorade break. Well, let me get my electrolytes back.
No doubt.
I'm so dehydrated.
Yeah, the problems of the rich. I couldn't fuck them all, man. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, he walks in. Hey, y'all.
Another word from our sponsors. Hey, y'all, hard iced tea.
Yeah, seriously, we should at them. Be like, seriously, we are an obscure Canadian podcast from Ontario. We are rallying for you guys to get in these LCBOs. I will literally go stand on the corner and promote Hey Y'alls.
You know what? They bring like a good buzz. It's a good vibe.
Next thing you know, I'll get pulled over, public intoxication.
You're not allowed to drive on the Hey Y'alls.
They put a truck on the can.
There's literally a pickup truck on the can.
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
That's so funny, man. So tell us something else cool. I don't get to see you a lot. I miss you, and it's very rare that you have this kind of time to sit down. And I'm glad you're here for a Bob Chat. I know that the next time you come down, we'll do another one.
Yeah, I would love to.
So what I want you to do right now is tell me something crazy, and then basically from this point forward, you live your entire life, and every time you go to do something, you ask yourself, would that make a cool story on Bob Chat?
Would this be a Bob Chat story?
Yeah, you know what? It might be dangerous. I'm gonna do it for the show.
You know what though? Like I gotta be careful. Everyone's always asking me like, because they know like I've been wild, and they're always like, Kyle, like
you're a wild man.
Tell me a crazy story, but I really gotta pick my battles with it because like usually my stories involve someone
getting hurt
or something like that. You know what I mean? So like I gotta be really careful about the stories I pick. I don't know, man.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna pressure you. I'm not gonna pressure you to tell me.
We've done a lot of crazy things in our lives. Many of them. My lawyer has actually advised me not. It's not a good idea that I speak of these stories.
Yeah. I called them quick before the show.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I do have good stories, but I don't know if I want to put it out in a public forum.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, then just what's something you do want to say?
Something I do want to say. You know what? I do want to say this, and I don't mean to get like on a serious note, but like this COVID shit, everybody else serious with each other. I think we need to learn to love each other a little bit more.
We
you know
do
what I
need
mean?
to learn to love each other a little bit.
I hate to get political, but
it puts up barriers, man. It does.
It does. You know, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all Canadians, and what we're doing right now, it ain't right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, man. We're gonna have to figure this shit out. But I mean, enjoy your Hey Y'alls and your freedom when you can.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry to get serious on you, Bob Chat. I won't go too far down that
okay.
rabbit hole.
My only thing on that note is just shoot your guns as much as you can while you still can.
Absolutely. Yeah, we do that twice a week out west.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wish we could have gone to the range together, but we'll do that eventually one day.
Yeah, it's all good, man. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
You're making it happen.
You'll have to come out west and see me one day.
Yes, I would love. I've never been out there.
No, dude. We'll show you a good time.
I want to see mountains again, Gandalf. Mountains.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take you right out in them. I'll get you on a dirt bike. I got a couple dirt bikes you can hop on.
Yes.
I'll take you off into the sunset.
Yeah, we'll just Kyle and Bob are Thelma and Louisa into the sunset.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, no, it's a different.
It's a different world. Right?
It's a different lifestyle out west. Different values. You know what I mean? Like here, it's different.
Out there, like, oh, you don't have a pickup truck?
Definitely where I'm from, man. We live in the jacked up pickup truck, like douchebag capital of BC. But yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah,
I kind of love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's so is everything okay there? So if for people that don't know, like we have a lot of American listeners. Actually, we have listeners like really all over the world, man.
Do you?
Like so, 2% of our listeners are currently in Ireland and Germany. We have 2% in Germany, 2% in Ireland, America, obviously, Canada.
No kidding.
We've got some listeners. We've had a couple listeners from Russia, Singapore.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Nozdrovia to my friends in Russia.
Nozdrovia,
wow.
hey y'all.
Wow.
How do you say? Yeah, if you speak Russian, add us how to say hey y'all in Russian. We want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want the shitty Google translation. We want the real shit.
I only know how to say cheers, which I just said, and then whatever the Russians say in Call of Duty.
Yeah, what is it?
That's the extent of my Russian.
Say it. What is it?
Oh, don't do that to me. No, I'm
I
not.
thought you were Spetsnaz, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to bastardize a fine language refined over generations.
Yeah, no doubt. I forgot what I was talking about now, to be honest. What was I talking about before?
What we were talking about? Well, you were just talking about how you got like listeners all over the world. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yes, yes. And what about before that? I forgot. It's a hey y'alls are fucking me up.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah. I don't remember, Bob. I don't remember either.
Welcome back to Bobchat, where we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
I'm just trying to put one foot in front of the next because this is my first podcast, and I'm not trying to sound like
No, you're doing really well. I feel like this has been a great show so far.
I am doing good, aren't I?
Now you got your pants off. You're patting my pussy. He's petting my cat. Okay, Jesus Christ, guys.
The pants have always been off.
Yeah,
it's just lower and lower.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, listeners.
It just helps me relax.
But it's cool though, man. Yeah, like it's and that's the thing about Bobchat. Like I really like doing it. We started doing the dad chat stuff now, where we talk about and it's cool. It's just it's a nice medium.
Yeah, you know what? I enjoy listening to it. And
do you?
Maybe down the road I could be on the dad chat. We can talk about.
I would love for you to come on the dad chat.
Funny dad stories. Because
you're like right in the middle. Matt's got like a 15-year-old. I have newborn babies. You know, that'd be perfect.
I was that guy that was pretty busy in high school and started early. And, I'm
pretty busy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's Brittany, bitch. But now I'm starting to see my friends follow, with having their own children and stuff like that. And I love it, man. I love it. I'm happy. I like when you had your 2 kids. It just filled my heart with joy.
I appreciate that very much. I love you, man.
Filled my heart with joy.
It's been quite the experience so far. It's been crazy. I go back to work soon, which I don't want to do. Obviously, I don't sound excited.
He can barely contain his excitement.
I gotta tell you guys, he is going nuts in studio right fucking now. Oh my god!
Is it the hey y'all or is it the excitement to get back to work?
It's both.
Yeah. No, my trip is coming to an end, and I'm gonna have to get back to work as well.
If you can't tell, we have our pants off. We're making it happen. We're friends for a long time.
To be honest with you, when I came in the door, my pants were off. It's just how I operate. It's just how I operate.
I'm feeling pretty good. I've had 3 hey y'alls, almost 2.5 hey y'alls. Like I said, I haven't had a drink for like 3 days, which, excuse me, if you know me, is kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting on but I'm a beer guy. I really like. Yeah. I mean, obviously you can tell by my manly physique, my dad bod.
Absolutely, that is what peak male performance looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
You might not like it, but that's what it looks like.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, I just haven't been drinking. I drank a lot on the weekend, and I've had like 3 hey y'alls now, and I'm feeling pretty good.
You know what? I switched up because I was a beer guy too, and I came out there, and there was one night we were. I don't know how to put this without sounding like a degenerate. But we were out in the woods and we were drinking, and it was the first time I tried hey y'alls, and
in
we were having a
BC?
good time. Yeah, we were shooting guns, off the back of a pickup truck.
Fucking redneck.
Yeah, but it was like the best time ever, and ever since that day, I'd fell in love with hey y'alls.
Hey, you know what though, man? BC didn't change you. It just helped you become who you truly are.
And that is on some fucking like fate shit right there. Yeah, exactly.
Cheers, hey y'all, baby.
Cheers, my friend.
Hey y'all, baby. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good after the couple hey y'alls, and I'm excited. Delissa just told me, my wonderful wife Delissa told me earlier today that the new Mortal Kombat movie's on Crave, and I've been trying to watch it, and I can't find a good stream. Every time you find a stream for it, it takes you to the old Mortal Kombat movie. So I'm like 3 hey y'alls deep. I'm making a fucking roast chicken tonight.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna watch some Mortal Kombat.
I got a Crave login that I'm going to bestow upon you so you can watch that.
No, we have it already.
And you can't watch it?
No, I just found out today it was on there. She's the one that has it.
Okay.
And she just told me today. She's like, "Oh, look what's on here." I'm like, I literally have been wanting to watch that forever.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
God, I want a divorce.
Sorry, Delissa.
Yeah.
Once the pants were off, it was fucking over.
Yeah, thanks for ruining my marriage, you asshole.
I always seem to come in and stir up some kind of ruckus when I come back to Ontario.
Just wreck everybody's lives.
Disturb the balance of things.
No, I think you make people's lives better. I think the problem is that some people just forget, like, that you like to push the envelope.
I like to push the envelope, but you know what? That's like comedy in general now. Man.
Yes.
You know what? You can't, and then that used to be the beauty of comedy. You could talk about anything, and it might have been out of bounds, but that's what made people laugh because it made people kind of uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, yes.
Yeah, but now everything is so like.
Yeah, like, ha 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 ha. I only like jokes that make me feel comfortable and secure.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, no, it's like I want to make you feel uncomfortable. That's the thing. And it's funny. I shouldn't say it now, but I will. So we were sitting at trivia and we were talking about. And it sucks. The delivery now isn't as great because it was really in the moment that made it funny. But we're sitting at trivia and like Carl's asking me, he's like, "Oh, how's it with the babies?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, it's great, but I mean, it makes it hard to do stuff." And it's like, "What do you mean stuff?" I'm like, "Well, Carl, I mean, I want to have sex with my wife. It's kind of hard when you've got a couple of babies screaming in the background all the time." And
it's
I'm
not
like,
exactly erotic.
No, it's not erotic, but it's like, but you get to a point where you just accept them crying, and it's like, now I can't even come if I don't hear a baby cry.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. And you know what? That's what comedy's all about, right there.
Yeah, pushing the envelope. Do you feel uncomfortable? Yeah. Oh, do you not want to listen to Bob Chen anymore? Then fuck you, okay?
Yeah, no
we don't
doubt.
care what we say. You can't censor me. Especially when I had 3 hey y'alls. Try to censor me, bitch.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Actually, it's funny. I thought about you the other day because, like, years ago, I learned how to play that Photograph song by Ed Sheeran on guitar. And I remember you coming over and you're like, "Whoa, Bob Sheeran." And then I learned another Ed Sheeran song the other day and I was like, Kyle would be so proud of me.
Do you keep
me? Whoa. Only that much. Copyright.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's I've been playing guitar for the babies quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it was funny,
Yeah.
like Dharma was in the basement and she's like, so Delicia's sister lives with us, lives in the basement. She's going to fan shot, right? And I'm like, the Delissa was doing something, so I'm sitting there with the boys. They're like chilling out in their chairs. I'm like playing guitar, and then Dharma comes. She's like, "Were you singing to them?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just learned a new Ed Sheeran song." She's like, "Really?" I started playing. She's like, "Oh my god, you just learned that today?" I was like, "Yeah, photographing memory, yo. Click.
There you go.
What up?"
I did the same thing. I feel like everybody took something like, I guess you've been doing guitar for a while, but I think like when COVID lockdown first started, everybody kind of like took on a new hobby or like something new.
I worked all through COVID, which sucks. And when I got on paternity leave, I was like, finally, time to pay my Warhammers.
Yes.
I can finally pay attention to my masturbation addiction.
I've really been neglecting my porn addiction.
It's not addiction, it's a hobby.
I'm a man of culture. I drink a glass of whiskey and I masturbate.
Yes, quite right. Yes.
Yeah. You know what? For me, it was.
What do you mean I can't? This is my car. I live in my car. You don't masturbate in your home? This is my home.
For me, it was guns.
Yes.
I really took to guns and like.
I've been to guns forever.
Yeah.
I got so much money into it.
My girlfriend's ready to like fucking leave me over it. I swear to God. Like just the other day, like I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Cabela's and I'm just gonna buy a couple accessories. And she's like, oh, okay. And I came back. I spent like $1,000. It was like a new gun and like this and that. And she's
awesome.
Like, you should really start talking to me about these financial decisions. Like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Once I put a baby in you, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, then I'm not buying guns probably.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Yeah, my purchase of firearms has significantly gone down since the birth of my 2 children.
It's gonna be all Similac and Pampers, baby.
What?
Yes, sir.
Man. Well, listen, man, I really I appreciate you coming over, Kyle. This is a good talk.
Yeah, no, dude, it's always a pleasure. I feel like we always pick up where we left off, no matter how much time it's been. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man! And I'm glad that we actually got to do a Bob Chat. I think this is going to be a good episode. I liked it. Yeah. What are we gonna call it? No pants and Urbex? No pants on Urbexing?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it in post.
Yeah,
I always figure it out in post.
Exactly.
Something about no pants.
Something.
Just no pants.
No pants, and the cops got called.
Yeah, Bob Chat episode, whatever. No pants and the cops got called.
Totally.
Well, if you want to leave us with any kind of wisdom or tidbit, this is the time.
Damn, you're really putting it on me right now. Well, you know what? Let's try not to judge each other. Everybody walks their own path, and let's just try to be a little bit kinder right now.
How can I love a man that can't walk no line? Sorry.
We all got to find a way.
I'm staring at Johnny Cash poster behind
Yeah, we all got to find a way. Just love each other. We're all in this together.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
All right, baby. Listen, it's good to have you. I appreciate you coming on. This is fun. And hopefully it's not super long before I get to see you again, and we can do this again.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? Now that the podcast's ending, I just want to ask you quick: do I have to put my pants back on now, or like?
Honestly, if you could just leave them off until you... I mean, honestly, if you just want to leave them off until you get home, or at least... basically, if you're in the house, the pants are off. That's the rule.
Okay, yeah.
That's
the rule. I can live with that. I can live with that. SOS, help me.
I'm being held a hostage. I didn't want to do this.
I can't blink my Morse code, but someone get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Avocado. That's supposed to be the safe word.
Oklahoma.
I've said it 20 times.
Cool, man. Well, you know what? Thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure.
No, I'm glad you came on, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And again, thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your day to listen to us. I know we're not the most exciting podcast in the world, but we do it for you because we love you.
Bob speaks for himself. I'm fucking exciting.
Yeah. All right, it's Bobchat Baby, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys. Say one more thing. You can say. Pants are off. I want my pockets in my lady, simple life, but not too crazy. I'm slim, but I ain't shady. Fuck you if you hate me. I'm rocking the mic, cause it's Bobchat, baby.